Topping the headlines, just a day after the body of a local man was discovered in a residential area, police have made an arrest. A woman is caught allegedly burglarizing a local church, and the owner of a local tobacco warehouse will face a year in prison. That's in today's crime report. Also, a rumored presidential contender for 2012 makes his way to our area. I'm Marie Torres. These stories and more coming up in your NewsBreak briefing.
From WHIG-TV, this is NewsBreak 31. Now, here's Marie Torres.
Hello, and thanks for tuning in to WHIG-TV NewsBreak. We're briefing you on news going on in our community. Just a day after the body of a local man was discovered in a residential area, police have made an arrest. Thursday, Rocky Mount Police arrested 27-year-old Matthew Keith Hutchison, who lives about 4 miles from the crime scene, charging him with the murder of 32-year-old Duwan Vondale Parker, whose body may have been dumped at the end of the 3700 block of Grayson Drive. Early Wednesday morning, a man walking his dog near the wooded area of the dead end road found Parker's body. Though police have not released full details of how Parker's body was found, some neighbors believe the body may have been burned, as it's said that the smell of gasoline was in that part of the area and they've witnessed burn spots. The afternoon of the discovery, Parker's mother reported to police of her son's disappearance. She told police family had not seen her son since February 25th at a home on 619 Raleigh Road. Currently, an autopsy is underway to determine a cause of death. In the meantime, Hutchison is being held without bond in Nash County Jail. He faces first-degree murder charges. Police say this is an active and ongoing investigation, and if anyone has information on this case, they should contact Crime Stoppers at 252-977-1111. This is the first murder investigation of the year in Rocky Mount. In other crime news, a woman is caught allegedly burglarizing a local church. According to Rocky Mount Police, they recently responded to New Revelation Baptist Church on 529 Myrtle Avenue, where someone reported there was a possible burglary in process. There, police found 47-year-old Cassandra Mayo with several bags containing cut copper in her possession. Police say Mayo also possessed wire snaps and a box cutter. An investigation revealed that Mayo had taken the copper wire from the church. She was charged with possession of burglary tools and misdemeanor larceny. In addition, she was jailed and issued a $1,000 unsecured bond. Police bust 2 suspected pot farmers. Last week at room 122 and Gold Rock Inn and Suites on NC 48, police arrested 37-year-old Daniela Veronica Montivero and 20-year-old Raymond Anthony Greer. Police say a search of the room located 16.05 grams of marijuana, 2 marijuana plants, and assorted drug paraphernalia. Both suspects were charged with manufacturing marijuana, possession of marijuana, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Montivero was issued a $2,000 secured bond, and Greer was issued a $4,000 secured bond. Both were taken to the Nash County Jail. Rocky Mount Police also nab a man on their top 10 most wanted list. Wednesday, police say wanted man Jamel Devon Whitaker was arrested. He had warrants out on him for 4 counts of assault on a female, intimidating a witness, breaking and entering, and common law robbery. Whitaker is being held under a $29,000 bond. When we return, yet another man linked to crop insurance fraud is charged and sent to jail. And it's sure to be a doggone good time at an upcoming event. It may even have you begging for more. More on the Paws in the Park after these words.
All these cars come with a lifetime guarantee.
Lifetime? That's a long time!
But that's not all. They also come with free maintenance services for life and loaner cars too.
Good grief!
Where can you find protection like that? Davenport Auto Park in Rocky Mount. It's called Dealership for Life. And it comes on Buicks, GMCs, Hondas, and even pre-owned vehicles at Davenport.
Used cars, too?
Davenport Auto Park in Rocky Mount. Your dealership for life. Drive the best.
When it's happening to you, you'll hear from us. WHIG TV Newsbreak is reporting on the news, issues, and stories that matter to you. Call us at 252-885-1814. Email us at marie.whigtv@gmail.com or check us streaming live at whigtv.com. We're your voice, ready to bring you the news.
The Country Inn & Suites is your home away from home with a staff that always treats you as family. If you or your church or company has visitors, give them a great Rocky Mount welcome with a special discount on their overnight or extended stay. Not only is the Country Inn & Suites a comfortable place, we'll spoil them with fresh cookies and complimentary breakfast. We are filled with luxuries like an indoor pool, fitness center, and a guest laundry. The Business Center includes a boardroom, connection to high-speed internet, and catering for meetings is always available. Call me, Donovan Chavis, at 252-442-0500 for a tour and or to set up your corporate rate. You're always welcome as family in the Country Inn & Suites, Rocky Mount.
Welcome back to your Newsbreak briefing. I'm Marie Torres. The owner of a local tobacco warehouse will face a year in prison. Last week, Rocky Mount man 56-year-old Roy Johnson Rayner was sentenced to 1 year in prison after he pled guilty in a crop insurance fraud case. Rayner was accused of brokering illegal tobacco deals. Already, several tobacco farmers and insurance agents have pled guilty to being part of the scheme in which farmers falsely claimed crop losses, collected insurance money from a federal program, and then sold their harvest, making double profits. In January, Rayner pled guilty to making a false statement, conspiracy, and committing mail and wire fraud. According to prosecutors, Rayner facilitated the sale of $1.4 million in hidden tobacco between 2005 and 2009. He will also serve 2 years of supervised release. More than 20 people in North Carolina have already been linked to the scheme. Some have already been sentenced. We are currently working with the state's Attorney General's office to see if more will be charged. In other news this weekend, former Governor Mike Huckabee was at Books A Million in Wilson signing his new book titled A Simple Government. Huckabee has been tapped by many to run for 2012 presidency from the Republican Party. The former Arkansas governor is also the host of a popular program on Fox News. He took a break from the signing to talk with us about his new book.
Yeah. What I try to do in the book is to take a lot of the complex problems that we have in the country and apply a simple common sense principle, because I really do believe that one of the things that we miss is that the original Constitution of the United States was 20 pages. The Obamacare bill was 2,300 pages. Something is really wrong with that. So this is an approach to say there are basic ideas that we ought to say, this is how you deal with the debt and the deficit, our national security, our border security, and that's what the book does.
And there's an event that may have you begging for more. Here to tell us all about it is Special Programs Coordinator for the City of Rocky Mount, John Battle.
On the 16th, we're having Paws in the Park. That is what I consider a festival for our dogs in the community. It is an event that is going to give our entrepreneurs in the city, our commercial people, our nonprofit agencies an opportunity to come out and show residents in the area some of the things that they can do to help maintain a healthy lifestyle for them and their pets.
All right. And so what type of activities will be going on during this time?
Oh, we hope to start off today with a pet parade. Then we're going to have such events as the best dress, the greediest dog, the best beggar, the dog that does the best tricks, etc. We hope to have some veterinarians out there that's going to give lectures on how to maintain a healthy pet. Some kennel owners talking about the boarding of your pets overnight for the weekends, etc.
All right.
Yeah.
And so this can be for pet owners, but what about for just every other citizen? It's just interested to see what the dogs could do.
Yeah, and it's going to be an open day out at Sunset. Naturally, it's a public park. And we're hoping that people will come out and enjoy the festivities to actually see maybe about adopting a pet. Right now, I understand there are a lot of pets out for adoption. They have an opportunity right there to speak with adoption agencies, to talk with veterinarians about what if I adopt, what do I need to do? So it'll be a collaboration of all these agencies out there, and the average person who might want to adopt a pet for them or their child will have an opportunity to talk to everybody at one time.
All right,
Yeah.
and give us the date and time as well.
Okay, this is scheduled for April the 16th out at Sunset Park. The event will be from 11 o'clock to 3 o'clock.
All right, and how do people get more information if they need to?
Okay. To get more information, they can call the City of Rocky Mount Parks and Recreation Department with the city at 972-1155, or they can email me at cityofrockymount.battle@cityofrockymount.nc.gov. I would like to encourage everybody to come out and especially come out and support some of these nonprofit agencies that we have in the area. They are really giving a lot of themselves to support the pets in the community. There are some agencies that are going to be out there that have criterias for helping with food if you cannot afford food. There are agencies out there for emergencies for your pet, which is very slim in this area. Matter of fact, I think there may only be 1 or 2 agencies that if you really got a true emergency late at night or on the weekend that you can really call. So it's going to be an information source for everybody to come out and also to come out and just have a good time and watching everybody's best friend.
Thanks, John. After the break, it's your look at sports and weather. Stay with us.
The Better Business Bureau gives this dealership an A+ rating. Their customers rated them #1 in sales satisfaction among hundreds of other GM and Honda dealers. Readers of the Rocky Mount Telegram voted them best automotive dealership. Could all these experts be wrong? Find out for yourself. The dealership, Davenport Auto Park in Rocky Mount. They are your headquarters for Buick, GMC, Honda, and all types of pre-owned vehicles. Davenport Auto Park in Rocky Mount. Drive the best.
We're your news team bringing it home to you with meteorologist Fred Holdsworth, anchor Marie Torres, sports reporter Edward Green, and Matt Habit, our studio guy. WHIG-TV Newsbreak, your voice in the community.
The Country Inn & Suites is your home away from home with a staff that always treats you as family. If you or your church or company has visitors, give them a great Rocky Mount welcome with a special discount on their overnight or extended stay. Not only is the Country Inn & Suites a comfortable place, we'll spoil them with fresh cookies and complimentary breakfast. We're filled with luxuries like an indoor pool, fitness center, and a guest laundry. The Business Center includes a boardroom, connection to high-speed internet, and catering for meetings is always available. Call me, Donna Chavis, at 252-442-0500 for a tour and or to set up your corporate rate. You're always welcome as family in the Country Inn & Suites, Rocky Mount.
Thanks for staying with us. Now for a look at the week ahead in weather, here's WHIG-TV meteorologist Fred Holdsworth. Fred?
And we had quite a weekend weather-wise, particularly Sunday evening as possible tornadoes went through Rollsville and Stantonsburg. The National Weather Service will be sending a team to Rollsville today to determine if it was actually a tornado or maybe straight line winds. Regardless, it caused quite a bit of damage in the Rollsville area, particularly in one neighborhood, and also caused some injuries. The storm at Stantonsburg, whether it was straight line winds or tornadoes, damaged some farm equipment. So they'll be checking that out and see if it was a tornado or just straight line winds. Either one can do quite a bit of damage, and we are having an active severe weather season this year. We said that it would probably be tough because the La Nina will be pushing warm air up into air that is relatively cold, and that will give us a contrast in temperatures. That's setting off severe thunderstorms which produce tornadoes. Remember, you cannot have a tornado unless you have a thunderstorm. Well, let's take a look at our forecast map and see what we can expect for today. Our precipitation in the east will be limited mainly to New England and the state of Maine. Heavy snow is possible in the state of Maine. This is a low pressure system that pulled the cold front through our area, and as we move out to see a little more, we'll see that the cold front will have pushed well to our east and pushing towards the island of Bermuda. Snow will be found from southern Ontario and Lake Superior all the way down into the Intermountain West right in here, and then over towards the Pacific coast. This is higher elevation snow, and this snow here is connected with a rather complex weather system, several areas of low pressure setting off snow in the west today. This snow will be drifting to the east, and as it comes into warmer air, this will set off rain and also start producing thunderstorms in this area as early as tomorrow. Heavy snow is forecast for Colorado and also the state of Maine later on this afternoon. Well, let's take a look now at our forecast and see what we can expect for the next few days. Today, sunny, 57 degrees will be our high with a north wind at 10 to 15. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low of 29, north wind at 6. Tuesday, sunny with a high of 61, northeast wind at 8. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 33, winds will be east at 7. Wednesday, mostly cloudy with a high of 61, winds will be east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. They could gust up around 20 miles per hour. Wednesday night, chance of showers, 53 degrees will be our low. Thursday, showers and possible thunderstorms during the afternoon. Some of those thunderstorms could be on the severe side. 68 degrees will be the high. Thursday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms with a low of 40. And Friday, sunny, 58 degrees and a low of 34 for Friday night. Our high temperature yesterday was 66 degrees. Our low this morning was 35. Rainfall at our weather station, 1.24 inches during the last 24 hours. And that's a look at the Rocky Mount weather. Now back to you.
Thanks, Fred. And for our look at sports, we have Edward Green in. Tell us what's the latest in sports this week.
Well, thankfully, none of that rain hit the fields too much, and nobody was obviously playing on Sunday. So they've got some nice weather coming out, hopefully, with baseball starting up, get those games in. But we have the last bit of basketball news to get to right now. Well, with just one team remaining in the state high school basketball playoffs from the area, all hopes for bringing a championship back to Rocky Mount rested with the Northern Nash girls team. And on Friday, the Knights were just 3 wins away from a title. How close did they get? Well, Northern Nash did pick up a hard-fought victory Friday night against Union Pines 49-47. Shortly after the win, the Knights learned they would be playing South Central, the team that beat Rocky Mount, after the Falcons beat Williams 57-43. So that was the matchup in the regional final. But like many teams before, Northern Nash was unable to pull out the win against South Central, falling 47-24 in a game where they could just not get anything going offensively. The Knights end their season at 23-4, but this young team looks like they will be a factor for the foreseeable future. Now, South Central will play this Saturday for the championship at Reynolds Coliseum in Raleigh at 5. Now, moving on to college basketball, this weekend wrapped up the ACC regular season with North Carolina on top, winning the conference. The bracket has been released for the conference tournament, and here is the schedule. Starting Thursday in Greensboro, the 8-seed Virginia plays the 9-seed Miami at noon. After that game, the 5-seed Boston College will take on 12th-seeded Wake Forest. And after that, at 7-seeded Maryland plays the 10-seed NC State. And shortly after that game, 6-seeded Virginia Tech plays the 11-seed Georgia Tech. On Friday, top-seeded North Carolina will face off with either Virginia or Miami at noon, followed by the 4-seed Clemson taking on either Boston College or Wake Forest. The winner of those two games plays Saturday at 1. And in the nightcap at 7, second-seeded Duke will play either Maryland or NC State, and the 3-seed Florida State plays either Virginia Tech or Georgia Tech. Those winners play Saturday after the conclusion of the first game. And the championship game will be on Sunday at 1 o'clock, just a few hours before the NCAA brackets are released. So this is a huge week for those ACC teams because some are trying to improve their seeds, like North Carolina and Duke, and some of these teams are just trying to get into the tournament.
Well, all right. Well, thank you so much for that update,
No problem,
Edward.
Murray.
This has been your NewsBreak briefing. Join us tomorrow for our live news at noon. For WHIG TV, I'm Marie Torres. We'll see you next time.